state people give you all the state government say when I go around how we survive. Government say when I there who will feed us. And the thing people talking, they just taking people blood, they killing them, they taking people kidney. It's not true.
The place supposed to be open.
Yeah, let me tell you. She declared Ganta border, including Ghana border, open, and the rest of the border closed. And only 6th of August, she declared a state of emergency.
Yeah.
You getting it? So this is how it has been.
So, but the state of emergency did not say the border should be closed, right?
The state of emergency did not say the border should be open. Until the border can be open, the health team will come.
But the border was closed before the state of emergency?
The border was not closed. The border was not closed. Until the state of emergency came, this border is closed for now because of the state of emergency.
So it was open before the state of emergency?
Yes, the border was open because when the president declared 5 entry open, Ganta border was 1.
Yeah.
So it was open till the 6th of August when she declared the state of emergency. Then we closed it.
Well, is there no reason why you close it?
And the reason why we close it is that if the government deemed it necessary for this border to open, they will send a health team to monitor the travelers here.
You don't have a health team here?
The health team we have here, they are from the Ministry of Health, but they are now working at the Bon and Nimba area.
So it means this border is closed because of the lack of health team here? No.
This border is now closed because of the state of emergency.
So when do you hope to reopen this place?
Well, we don't decide. It is only our authority that will decide when to open this place. And when they deem it necessary, they will send an order here that this border should be open. Well, we are not quarrel with the authority to open the border on our own.
So how things have been like since the closure of the border?
But you know, we were employed to do the work for the government. This is what we took over. And as such, when border is closed, we have the prime mandate to work as officer. And not only because the border is closed, we should vacate this place, we continue to work as officer.
Okay, and have you in any way contacted your Guinean partners since this whole closure started?
They closed there first. I keep telling you.
The Guineans closed theirs?
Yes, they closed there first. But because the government gave the state of emergency on the 6th, this is how we closed. Because we were open.
Did they contact you before the closure from their side?
Well, yes.
So what was your response? Because this is a major economic
that country is another country, and they have the authority from their bosses to come and tell us that the place is closed, and so we can't tell them not to close it or not to open it.
The Ebola outbreak is somehow affecting business in this community, Ganta. As you see here, you will see, people are really in fear. People are not pulling from other localities like before to come and buy commodities. Shops are building material, basic or useful material as well. People are really concentrating on food. That is the real thing that's happening now.
And then as a result, you can able to get some businesses, you can able to get businesses going, normally the cash inflow and then purchasing.
Yeah, that is the exact thing that is going on.
And how long they have been doing this?
I can tell you now, for 3 weeks ago, when the Ebola issue began to intensify, things have been going on like that.
And what was your normal flow of businesses and those commodities that were being bought?
Here in GANTA, we are involved in selling building material, precisely cement, zinc, steel, and all of this stuff that have to do about building. Then mattresses, rice, all of household utensils as well. Those are goods that we have been involved in selling. But based on the Ebola situation, you found out that thing is just very slow. Still begin to decline on a gradual process.
And one thing we've been checking to find out is the issue of hiking prices. Has it affected prices?
Yes, it has partly affected prices. Like the situation really it is from the main importer, I would say, because like there are some few commodities on the market, prices have been increased by $1, $1.50.
What are the commodities?
Like the basic commodity, the most talk about commodity like the rice. You see, you go to Freeport or Monrovia nowadays, you have various importers. They have Swap, or they have United Commodity in UCR, they have Futa Corporation, and all of those. Like the Beleluna #1 that we used to buy for something like $13 now, it is sold $13.50, $14 is sold now for $15.50. And the Lele Nura, which is a parboiled broken rice, we have the Liberty rice, we have the Fina rice, we have the JR rice. Those are all parboiled broken rice. They were selling it $12.50, but now it's $13.50. Then when you come to realize, you will see a 50-cent difference. You stop to realize to buy, it means you will be buying those things, and then all those goods that you were buying $13.50, you will pay $14 for it. The one you were paying $15.50, you will pay $16 for it. So there have been slight increase in price that somehow reflecting on the market here too, because we live in a society where when there is 1% change in price, it will also go along, and also based on transportation, based on rumor that they were about to close the road between here and Monrovia. The trucks driver that can bring in those goods, they were somehow skeptical, thinking that if their trucks come in, the truck will not be able to go by to Monrovia. So in so doing, there was a shortage of those goods for a few times ago, but this week we found out that goods is floating in.
Then and since it is this way, normally in a capitalist economy like ours, the consumers the end users feel the price, feel the pinch of any increment. So how much have you added on the prices? Say you now buying maybe $1.50 or 50 cents.
Okay, you will see some $25 different. You will see some $25 different. You see some $15 different, because we as you rightly said, we are in a competitive market. That our goods that we're selling is just identical. So competition don't allow people to really increase prices, because if I decide to sell my goods for $1,300 and you selling your own for $1,350, they will not buy your own, and you will be forced to drop the price. So competition not really allowing prices to go up, because the competition among the business community is very high.
Or have you not increased it by even $1 as you?
No. No. For example, now the rice price on the market, okay, like the Beleluna #1 we are talking about is if you buy for $16 and do your calculation, our transportation cost are increased from $65 to $75, which you are offloading fee $2.50 to $8.77 or $1.50. You add it to it, you will find out that you will be selling. You will be the cost to bring let's say Beleluna #1 in GANTA will be $1,533 or 51 cents, something like that. So if you deduct it from $1,533 or 575, the market price now, or 1,006, you will see the difference is very low. Taking into consideration that the business people, businessmen employ people that are working in that institution. He faced with salary expense, he faced with electricity bill, all operation expenses, you know, take it into consideration.
So how will you describe the business climate?
I would say the business climate now is getting slow and is downturning. I would say that. I would describe that.
Downturning here.
Downturning, yeah, yes.
Okay, please get to him. You enter back and come to me to FPNC. To hurry me, I mean to old man Mola place here. There's another issue I want you to follow on. Okay, so Mr. Mola, what you want us to do?
Well, we need a system because we're calling to the messages that are going all around. Sick person or especially the dead person, we are very afraid. So we want the team to come in and do what they're supposed to do, so they can even control what to do next.
It's good. You know, I decided to come here. Today is Sunday. We have a lot of schedules today. I'm also due to Secretary and Kokopa. What we're telling people is, you and myself are not doctors, but you have to give us a chance to save you. You got to give us a chance to save you, to save all of us. GANTA is generally populated. We cannot afford deserting this town. Pretty soon what we'll be telling people in all our villages is not to allow anybody coming from GANTA to go there. If we all want to die, we all remain here and die, then to leave from here and go infect other people in other communities. You people need to give us a chance to save this community. You all stay home. Stay to where you are. We fought war in this country for over 15 years, yet still people survive. The excuse that people give you, they say government will not go around how we survive. Government will not there who will feed us. And the thing people talking, they just taking people blood, they killing them, they taking people kidney. It's not true. You need to give the government chance. You need to give the health workers chance. And all the information that the health workers are giving you, we want people to abide by it. All the misinformation that people are giving you is not correct. Don't listen to them. This is not a wholesale town. When it is a wholesale town, political town that people can say, I say wholesale, then you say, it's a different thing. Where anybody can get anything to say. You need to give the health workers the chance to work. And you need to allow the health workers to take those who are sick from among you. We are establishing a withholding center in GANTA. The intent of us doing this is to make sure that those who are sick, we can take them to carry them there. We are not saying you hate your family, but when somebody is sick, give the health workers the chance to do the work. And the only way the health workers will be able, one of the ways they can know that this is what treating you is to take your blood. All of us here can get sick and go to the hospital, no money, right? And when you go there, they take your blood. What is a big deal? And when somebody is sick now, they can't take blood yet. Then they say, talk about them taking blood, they're selling blood. They're doing this, the government wants to take people kidney. What kind of kidney somebody wants? And the government will not take the kidney that's still well, and they will take a kidney of somebody who is already infected by Ebola. Does that make sense? So we come this morning to just talk to you. We're going to do all our best to make sure that we secure and save this city. But at the same time, you need to give us a chance. There are communities where health workers went, and people went and say, hey man, I'm Ebola. Hey brother, yeah, you say we know here, you can't live from here. Hey man, can't live from here. You don't know what is treating the man. And the symptoms the people giving, they are different. Some there, things can start coming from your skin. You can't just see and say they think that measles or that, I don't know how you call it, different. People can start calling different things that they don't know. You see somebody talking to a blind and they think it's a VA, they think they call it something. Now know the Ebola here. How you know that something? And today, go to small Ganta. As I speak to you, they got 14 persons lying down, they're not able to get up. Why are we kidding ourselves? Why are we not listening to the health workers? Why are you not listening to your own government? Why are you making the government your enemy? You let the government to be there for you. Then you make the government your enemy. Anything government says, somebody must say something against it. So that somebody will say down here, when the doctor says something, they think the doctor talking there, that's true. You just coming from certain trap. What do you know about health? So we're going to do our best, but you need to give us a chance. We're going to be a little stronger than before. Anybody who will attempt now to stop health workers working anywhere, we're going to arrest you. We're going to arrest you. There are places where we went. You see the Guinea, the People Street. We went there the other time. There was a lady who demonstrated, even went there and took rock and started chunking the health workers. She been on the run all along. She went, the figure grab her now. She came by yesterday, saw her in the street vomiting. So why are we kidding ourselves? Why are we kidding ourselves? So like I said, maybe today in Secretary we're going to arrive at a decision where they can quarantine the whole of Ganta. Say if we want to die, we all remain here and die. Say we want to die, instead of you living from Africa, no, all of us here are coming from different villages. They ask you now, you tell them, you tell me you're not from Ganta here. If you're from Ganta here, you maybe from somewhere and settle here, your parents can settle here, right? That's how all of us looking. So when we finish taking the trouble now, we bring it home, then we run away. From small Ganta, another man ran away yesterday and went to his home, to his home. How do you call it? Place Bankwai. He started vomiting in a place there. It was so good that we called and the people ran there. He started running, coming back to Secretary and vomiting, people falling all the way, and he's in Secretary right now. Why want to destroy the whole of Nimba country? And to understand where people who call themselves educated people will stand and say this thing a lie, the poor lie. The government just injecting people, they just taking people, nothing happening. Ellen Johnson said, bro, King Shiba here. Where yourself, King Shiba? When they say King Shiba, you know what I mean? Why are we deceiving ourselves and kidding ourselves like this? So I just came here this morning to talk to you in a very simple English, simple manner that all of us can understand. I know why I'm saying this morning, the old lady can understand it, right? This one I'll be war. The old lady can understand it. We're telling you, after you tell your people to sit down in their homes. We're not going to allow anybody live from Ganta again to be folded in truck to be going out of town market. Laying down over one another. If we die with hunger, we die with hunger. We're not going to allow people to assemble, everybody sitting down across the wall one another, then they say they're playing. When they laying down somewhere, everybody want to go there. Nobody can bring you at this time why my brother or my sister died, you didn't come there. Everybody understand the problem in this country. Why are we forcing it? If health workers say they want to bury the person, no, our body part want to bury it, and nothing happened in our body. Our brother will not safe from there. So once people understand that the government is here to work for you, the president is trying their best, the government is trying their best to make sure that you are secure, that this country remains. But if you wanted to destroy, it's better you destroy yourself than destroying the rest of the people of this country. So I beg your pardon. You allow the health workers to work. You allow the task force in Ganta to work. They get the tracers, they are coming right now. You see the health workers coming, and those who are sick, you allow the people to take their blood. Don't just see something on somebody's skin, say that that measles. You don't know measles.
Thank you.
Because the person died the first day, yesterday, the family poking over there and said, the person we've been doing, if you're having measles, in fact, 3 persons, they all get measles. So they think, yeah, I'm nothing. Even I was there, when I told the people, these people needed to be protected, and they brought the gear for them, they told the people, no, we can't wear anything, we know, I don't know who they were there yesterday from the family.
Yeah, man, yeah.
We even called a team member, they came here and said our measles, that's what they told me. I said, no, how you will prove that one?
I already told them. The lady who was running behind people the other time, behind the police station, she said, we saw her yesterday vomiting. So you see now, because people are not listening to the health workers. When they're telling you something, you say you know plenty. Young people going around, oh, they think you're talking, even you get motorcycle. We're telling you, be careful. Wear long sleeve shirt, take only a single person on the back. And when you're going, when you're riding back, don't allow you and the motorcyclist to be talking. Because you know when you're walking, you're driving, the air passing, right? The person talking, the spray coming on you. So when you get behind somebody, tell the person, don't talk with me. Don't talk to anybody, let's go. Those are all measures to save you. And wash your hands. Some of you can leave here when you go to the poor business center or you go to somebody else to say wash your hands. Then you get problem with, why I just washing my hand holding now? I can't wash my hand. Why are they telling me to wash my hand? When you wash your hand, wash the crown. Then when it happens now, you'll be running to, so when you run to, why I want us to do? And the solution will show it to you, you don't want to accept it. The health worker can run behind them.
We have not done it yet, Chief.
When I say you, it's not you as you. When I say you, it's not you as you.
Education.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much. You have educated us in life and much that we can do. But my disappointment is that certain things happen in my community here, and the community, the person that poking, they say that measles.
Who's it?
One of the team members.
Fine, thank you. Yeah. Okay, I'm a advisor for this Zone 1 community here. So, when I came, we decided calling, the person died at 4 o'clock, and all the way up to the next day, 2 o'clock, the body was straight to the horse. Yeah. So, there's my disappointment. So, please address yourself to him.
The disappointment you had, you are guilty. In the first place, you kept the person sick. We have been calling on the public for over 2 months. You can listen to us every day, right? And our people moving from community. If somebody gets sick in your community, let us know. You kept the person sick in your community until the person passed out.
They said
I'm coming. Yeah. No, they said our measles. You people knew that the measles. We don't know. That's why you needed to inform us so that we can send a health worker while the person was still alive to look at the person. When somebody is sick in your community, report that to us. You see, you're calling me this morning because you get dead body. So all you need to do is when somebody gets sick in your community, let us know. Some people be saying when they go to hospital, they can reject them. That's not true. And we been give you our number. The hospital is open. Tayo is my deputy. Anybody who goes to the hospital and say they can't treat you, call our attention. We make sure we carry you back there. And we saying this every day. You don't have to keep the person until when the person passes away. One of the best things the health workers will do now is to come to you and say, okay, because the people who come in, the 5 people who come in you're talking about, they are not health workers. They are our tracers in the community. You came and reported that you have dead body. The people will come now and ask you for the history of the person. How long this person been sick? You say the person been sick for 2 months, though. What happened to the person? Oh, the person that was music. That's why I told the people who came.
And the family who said it.
So it's not. So you can't say that the people who came that said they may have music.
Okay, let me.
You the family people. You kept the person here until the person died in your hand. And when the people came, you told them the history you gave them is this person had music. You'll be treating the person with complex medicine that was music. So you can't say until the person can come. The thing can take blood from that person and send it to Monrovia, and the result come. None of them can determine that this signal that killed the person. But you decided that it was music that treated the person and killed the person. That's the story you gave the people.
Okay, let me come in small, sir.
Yeah.
What happened is, not every house you have to go, even if you will not go there, say, if somebody having to be sick, they will come to you and say, oh man, my this and this sick. They will not so. The only concern is somebody is dying, as the way the president died yesterday. You see? So you cannot blame the chairperson. You will not go to house and say, who here is sick, who here not sick. Why you? Nobody know. Until when you having to come to reality, they will be late. That's what we're saying. You will not say that now you want to call me.
Please call me.
Nobody, I will not leave my area and go to somewhere else. Somebody say, yeah. No. We can't do that. Except you people educate us to do something.
And to other.
Wait, let me learn. Except somebody having to come and say, oh, so person say to my home, I want you to assist. Or to call the team. That's the only time you will be concerned. For those who been sick, nobody know about the sickness.
They will have them. Then when the person down now, when the people go there, you tell the health worker, no, they man here, that our brother, he been sick, the person they man here all along. The person they man, we've been taking to traditional medicine, the person was even in our home for 2 years. We just bring the man here every few days, and at the time the person died, so that Ebola. So the health workers, when you give them the story of the case, they will tell you, okay, but what can we do? Sometimes they try to take specimen from the person. If the body has been there for 2 days, it will not be easy for them to get the blood. So what they can always do is to make sure that this time we bury all the people who dying. They've seen where we can bury Ebola people. So at least we can save our people. So they say, okay, can we use the gear to bury this person? That's what they, who then went to the office yesterday?
And when they were, I only inquired for the people to come and take it back.
The health worker then brought the gear that everybody should wear. When I was leaving, I saw your people saying, no, but hey, man,
the only the immediate family, when the fellow are here, when the brother are here, he's supposed to be here. You want the immediate family.
Okay, so what we're going to do in your case now, before I leave, I was just telling you, your own responsibility. Government cannot do all for any nation. You get to do for yourself because the government is, all of us are standing here. Other nations are moving forward because they listen to their government. You see, Ivory Coast, the government said, look, the border is closed, we're not going to allow this. Their citizens listen. In Liberia, when your government says they, you have problem with the government. What the government doing, I was right, the government stopping, this man, you will talk. And when you leave from here and go to Guinea, they will suffer you in the car all the way, you will not talk. But by the time you get to the border, to get on the Liberian soil, the immigration man say, come here, you become to cost the immigration man. And then you say you get government. You need to respect your government. You need to allow the government to work for you. If you can't allow the government, it's difficult for the government to work for you. So I'm going to send the health team here this morning. The body you're talking about, we're going to send people here to come and take specimen from the body and then carry for testing in Monrovia. But you should also allow the people, if other people are sick in the community, so that the health workers will test them and also take them along. The testing they're doing, there's no chemical in that thing that killing anybody. I've been standing in the street of Ganta and telling the people, you spray me, and the people been spraying me. The chlorine, that thing that the people can spray with, you're going around telling people, say the government spraying people and killing them. Why the people are spraying me all over here at Ganta? On the German comes to over there in the street, they say, you're spraying me, they're spraying, why you're not there? Then when your people say, I say, don't go there, when you go there, they will spray you and kill you. So they spray under your brother, it can kill.
Well, to a point.
So, what we wanted to do is, oh man, that's not political forum here. Wait for our Satan here. So, what we're telling people, what we're telling people is, we send the people here to do the testing on the people. But if there's anybody sick in your community, don't hire the person. Don't hire the person and allow the health workers to do their work. Allow the task force to also go in the field. Like I said, don't be surprised. We'll be arresting people. We will start the process.
We want to come. The citizen or the family or the people. Let camp them.
The baby died yesterday. Somebody in the house is sick.
Yeah, they will go there.
The group is coming. I call them. They are coming right now. Yeah.
See that one?
The Nimba Presidential Task Force to fight Ebola here is very prepared, and their actions show that indeed they are fighting to reduce the number of cases that have already started in the county. Here at the second part crossing point from Bon County to Nimba, a team is here to check temperature and then mount a specific gate here that allow the movement of people into Nimba. There are cases already in Ganta, the most populated city in Nimba County, where almost 24 persons have been suspected, have died, either suspected of Ebola, probably all confirmed. Already we told us 6 persons have been confirmed and other specimens are already at a testing center somewhere in Margibi County.
So you guys feel comfortable here? Still okay? We can take it. You can throw it away. Everything okay? The price? Yeah. Has there been anybody with a high temperature?
Almost all the county officials except people from the Legislative Caucus, and this morning, as we depart, we are fortunate to have with us Honorable Jeremiah Kuhn, District Number 1, Nima County. Welcome to Real TV, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right, we've been in your county for the last 2 days. The Ebola outbreak is hitting this county. What news are you getting like us?
Similar news. I'm following up on a daily basis. I talk to the city mayor almost every day. Yesterday I came also to join them and see how we all can help to inform our people. There are many people who are not still believing. That's the problem we got. We need to make them to believe. There are some other people who are doubting, like I said, not believing. There's a need for them to believe, because if they don't believe, then the fight becomes difficult. But there are many people also that are getting the message and are taking precaution. As long as we continue taking these precautions, and people who don't believe, I think we can fight Ebola out of them soon.
We were told by the task force that 21 persons are already dead, and yesterday another person died outside the number of 21. They said it was suspected, probable, and confirmed. So it means the number is gradually increasing. We are at a place where they say almost 8 members of a family are currently being observed because they came in contact with some of the relatives. In fact, one of the relatives just died again, a grandmother of a child who died yesterday. So it's getting scary in Nima County, especially GANTA.
Definitely, some of these deaths are not Ebola. Yes, Ebola is killing people, but some common sickness that used to do us before we go to the hospital, and sometimes they treat you and get well. It becomes difficult now because even the nurses are afraid to treat people. So, and the symptoms for Ebola and that of malaria and typhoid and the common disease we got around here are the same, so it's a difficult thing. And so sometimes the people get afraid, you go to the hospital, sometimes nobody to treat you, and then you die from malaria, and then people are also dying from Ebola. So because of these things, the death rate obviously will have to increase. That's why there's a need for us to support all of the medical centers and whatsoever. That's why even the Nima Caucus took the decision before government get here from our social development fund. We've approved the $100,000 so that the county administration, the superintendent, and the county health team can dispense that money. Make sure you get some protective gears and equipment at the various medical centers and clinics around the county, so that people who got common disease can be treated. Because, like Honorable Yusuf said, and I would want to support it, that any case suspected first at Ebola until proven negative, then you can treat it otherwise. So if somebody even came to the hospital with a headache, the first thing the medical person have to assume is this person is a symptom of Ebola, and you handle it like Ebola. You got to dress and get all your gears on and whatsoever, and later on, if it is proven that it is malaria, then you can treat it the other way.
Then this other side of the outbreak, we've spoken with business people and ordinary people in the streets of GANTA. The prices of commodities, basic commodities are getting higher in this city. We understand you come from a business background. What will you have to say to this?
I was just on the radio with that, and I've called all of my friends in the business circle. Thank God in GANTA, especially in my district, 99.9% of the people that do business here are all Liberians. This economy is mainly driven by Liberians. And so I've called on them that we should not use this situation to exploit our people. Most of them have told me that rice they used to buy before for maybe $14, 50 cents Monrovia or $15. The prices have gone up to $16, $17. So as I'm going by, I'm fortunate to be on the Committee on Commerce. We'll have to check on it to see if it is true, and if the importer have moved the price from $14 to maybe $16, $17, why they move it, what are the effect, what caused the price to move, we will need to know that. If the price is from up there, then you cannot bring them down here, because the price you buy away, you got to transport it, get it here, and add small profit on it, that's why you make. If the price is the same, then they are doing wrong. There's a need for the commerce to move in and make sure that they can do the right thing.
One of the strong and difficult news we heard yesterday was, before coming here was Ivory Coast has now said ship will not leave from Liberia to Ivory Coast and from Ivory Coast to Liberia. This means importation of fuel and basic materials that we use will now be very hard.
I pray that we don't reach that. I pray we don't reach that, because the fuel tank coming is not a passenger, the fuel carrier is not a passenger
But
carrier.
has already said it.
I guess the president will have to talk to our colleagues across the border to see how you cannot, the fuel not coming with Ebola, so I don't think there's a need to close the gap for fuel oil coming to the country, for maybe rice coming to the country. What we can do, if they say they want to slow down Liberians moving in their country, it sounds reasonable. But to say you will not allow ships that are bringing rice to cross, is it that the rice got Ebola? I think it don't sound reasonable, and I don't want to believe that. If it's true, then I guess the foreign minister here will get in contact with the foreign minister on our side, and the president will have to talk to our colleague across the border to see how we can, in these difficult times, so that we can be friends.
We also saw yesterday the Guinea-GANTA border is being closed, one of the major economic routes.
Yes, on CNN, I've been listening. In Guinea, have closed their border. The Liberian side of the border, my understanding is still open.
They closed. We visited it yesterday.
Unless it have changed, because lately I understood that the president ordered all border closed with the exception of GANTA border and Bowater side. So my understanding was that the GANTA border will remain open. But if it had changed that the GANTA border is closed, these things are just for shorter period. And that's why we are calling our people to abide by the rules of the health ministry. These people, few persons that have come in contact with people that got the virus, when we observe them and another group of people are not getting in contact with them, obviously that will be the cutoff point. But we don't listen to the health people advices, and we try to do our own way. People want to take it as if there's a curse in their family or there's some wish activity happening to them. If we start to believe that, they get terrible, because we will not take the precaution, and when we don't take them, obviously will start to affect other people and become a difficulty.
So what final thing you have to say? I
want to call on our people to abide by the rules of the health ministry, and that Ebola is real. Ebola is very real. Like I said a few days ago, I believe the Ebola from the day it came, because I saw what it was doing. I read about other countries that it affected. But I got afraid day before yesterday, when somebody who is like a sister to me, who is a very good person with good character, a sister of ours from GANTA here, we all went to school here together, died from the Cali hospital from the same Ebola thing. So believe, yes, but now I'm afraid. So that's why we are telling our people that this thing is real, it's no joke. So we need to take it serious, and the sooner we abide by the health ministry rule, the better our country is. Call on also our business people, please don't hack in your prices. We'll go tomorrow, we will check on the importer, we will call them to ask them if they are increasing the price, why they increase it. If possible, before I go tomorrow, I will have to get some invoices from some of the business people to prove that at this point they were buying it at this price, and at this other time they're buying it this time. So we take the invoices, and based on the invoices, we will invite those importers to come to us to explain to us why, if it is true, why they want to exploit our people during these difficult times. So we hope that that is not happening, and we are calling our business people to make sure we maintain the price. Thank you.